Royal Alcazar of Seville, a UNESCO heritage site with centuries of history and architectural wonders. It is one of Spain's most mesmerizing treasures.
There are many important historical events associated with this splendorous palace. We are eager to share with you its rich history and cultural heritage.
Our journey begins at the Lion's Gate, the primary access point to the Royal Alcazar. This palace was built on the site of the Islamic Moorish Almohad's palace after Christian Reconquista. The lion tile mural, adorning its pinnacle, symbolized a shift of power in controlling the palace to the Christian. What a powerful message!
Going through the Lion Gate and the arched door at the Moorish wall, we reach the Court of Hunt. Prior to the 19th century, this was the starting point for royal hunting expeditions, earning it the name Court of Hunt. To the west of the courtyard, the House of Trade. In the middle, the palace of King Don Pedro I. And to the east is the Gothic Palace. These three magnificent structures form the heart of the Royal Alcazar. To the west of the Court of Hunt, the House of Trade is a place of immense historical significance. It was established in 1503 by Queen Isabel I after the discovery of the Americas. Its main function was to regulate trade between Spain and the New World. Queen Isabel received Christopher Columbus here after his second voyage to the Americas.
The main room within the House of Trade is the Admiral's Hall. It played a crucial role in history. It was where Juan de la Cosa made the first world map in history, here in 1500. In this hall, Magellan and Elcano planned the first circumnavigation of the world in 1519. The Admiral's Hall is adorned with mesmerizing historical theme paintings from the 19th and early 20th centuries, offering a glimpse into the past. Today, it serves as a conference room where echoes of the past still resonate.
Adjacent to the Admiral's Hall lies the audience chamber. The hall once served as a chapel. Its ceiling is adorned with Islamic Mujar-style decorations. In the center of chapel's altar, there is a significant painting known as the Virgin of the Navigators by the Spanish artist Alejo Fernández. In this painting, Mary spans the seas, connecting the continents to protect ships sailing. Notable Spanish rulers and navigators, including Christopher Columbus, are shown seeking shelter beneath her cloak. The image of Christopher Columbus in this painting is believed to be the most accurate depiction of Columbus ever. Before we continue, if you want to see more historical and architectural wonders, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Walking toward the east on the Court of Hunt, we first reach the courtyard of crossing before the Gothic Palace. Beneath the courtyard of crossing are the baths of Dona Maria de Padilla. King Pedro I lived together with his mistress, Maria de Padilla, in this palace. Legend has it that Maria walked naked through the palace to bath in these baths here. King Pedro and Maria never officially married, but they had an extramarital relationship.
Further down the courtyard of crossing, we access the Baroque-style facade of the Gothic Palace. The Gothic Palace was constructed by King Alfonso X. These structures were built in the 13th century on the site of Almohad's palace, which King Alfonso X found unsuitable for his preferences. Alfonso X chose Gothic architecture for its high, airy spaces and its alignment with Christian symbolism. The Gothic Palace is composed of three sections: the tapestry room, vault room, and chapel.
Passing through the door at the facade of the Gothic palace, we access the mesmerizing tapestry room. Here, we are greeted by a series of 6 massive tapestries, standing as witnesses to centuries of history. 5 of the tapestries showcase scenes from a war, depicting the military conquest of Tunis by Charles I. But the 6th tapestry is distinctly interesting from the others.
It features an upside-down map of the European continent and North Africa, with Africa on the top. It turns our worldview upside down. This unique map represents the perspective of Spain towards Africa at that time. Africa was above Europe. It reflects the historical context of a powerful Moorish empire in North Africa.
The vault room is famous for its architectural features and historical significance. It features a typical Gothic cross-ribbed vaulted ceiling. The room is characterized by traditional Sevillano albedo yellow color and Renaissance tiles, depicting allegorical figures from mythology and exotic birds.
Notable historical figures, King Charles V and Queen Isabella of Portugal, believed to have celebrated their wedding here. Isabella was escorted from Portugal to Seville, where she would wait a week for Charles. Isabella captivated Charles. In the end, their wedding took place the very next day, just after midnight on March 11th, in this vault room. Love at first sight. The portrait of Charles V and Isabella of Portugal on the tile panel commemorated their wedding. Since then, Charles and Isabella lived happily in this palace. So romantic.
The chapel in the Gothic palace features its original Gothic roof, medieval rib vaults, Renaissance-style wall and floor tiles added in the 16th century. The chapel's main attraction is a painting, Virgin of Antiquity by Diego de Castillo. It was a copy of the original painting located at the Seville Cathedral. At the center of the Court of Hunt stands the majestic facade of the Palace of King Don Pedro I. It showcases a unique combination of Almohad traditional and Byzantine decoration. At the upper area of the facade, we can spot an inscription in Kufic script that reads, "There is no victor but Allah." This inscription reflects the historical and cultural significance of this palace.
Passing through the door of the facade, we reach Alcazar Real. This was King Pedro's private bedroom. It comprises 2 rooms, an outer and an inner room. A horseshoe arched door separates the outer room from the inner room. The ceiling is a stunning piece of woodwork characterized by gold inlaid shapes, including medallions and polygons. The arched door of the outer room, embellished with arabesques, beckons us to enter the Courtyard of Maidens.
The Courtyard of Maidens, constructed by King Pedro, is a Moorish-style rectangular courtyard surrounded by ornate corridors on all 4 sides. At the heart of this enchanting courtyard, we find a serene pool, and adjacent to it, a sunken garden adorned with native orange trees. The beauty of the courtyard is overshadowed by a legend that shrouds this place. It's said that the Sultan of Córdoba once demanded an annual tribute of 100 virgins from the Christian kings of the Iberian Peninsula. This legend, associated with the maidens, gave the courtyard its intriguing name.
The Ambassador's Hall is a historically significant room around the Courtyard of Maidens. The hall served as King Don Pedro's throne room, where he received emissaries and prominent individuals of his era.
Its ceiling is a breathtaking masterpiece of Mudejar-style geometrical artwork. The ceiling's central circular panel is enclosed by an octagram, a star-shaped polygon with 8 angles, and a hexadecagon. The circular pattern resembles a starry sky. Interestingly, the square-shaped room below is thought to symbolize the Earth, creating a beautiful juxtaposition of the celestial and terrestrial realms.
Patio of the Dolls is a small courtyard connected to the Alcobor Real, King Pedro's bedroom. The patio is the private courtyard for King Pedro, his queen, and his children. The Patio of the Dolls owes its name to the enchanting doll heads carved into the arches that adorn the space. Can you see them? Here they are, 2 small doll heads intricately carved into the arches. Legend said that a total of 9 doll heads were carved into the arches. The 9 doll heads represent the 9-month pregnancy of woman. These are not doll heads, but baby heads indeed. However, we could not find the other 7 heads on the arches.
It concludes our virtual tour of Real Alcazar. Our next video is about our next stop, Madrid of Spain. Please stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more historical and architectural wonders, don't forget to subscribe, like and hit that notification bell.